we should be live now. And okay. Today I am blind completely. И все назевал просто. Я мог у того просто слона взять конем. Представляешь, я не видел, что могу конем взять слона на c4. Ну смотри, ты видишь эту позицию? Я не знаю, ну, может быть. Смотри, тут он пошел слон c4. Я помню, что я должен был дать шах.
Да.
Но не помню зачем. И тут можно было пойти конь c4. Вместо этого я беру пешку. О май гад. А если бы забрал бы слона, лишняя фигура. Ну, это просто сдаться надо человеку. Ну, Берлин, конечно, очень красивый эншпиль был. Ну, по-моему, я, кстати, стримлю. Так что, да, вот мы на стриме с тобой. Say hi. Hi.
Ты, по-моему, не стримишь, потому что...
Вот зеленый горит, значит, я стриму. Скажи всем hi.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, guys. Yeah, so, okay.
Потому что у меня стрим отключился.
Да, но он отключился, у меня на минуту он уже дилей. Вот, и поэтому только через минуту после того, как я его перевел, но сейчас он должен работать.
Главное, ты не расстраиваешься, правильно?
Не расстраиваюсь, но просто назевал сегодня все, да. Ну, со мной просто играют все как монстры, там 97%, там Дусаторов играл, 97%. 97%, 92%, yes, and okay, when people play like this, you know, I don't think I have a lot of chances, yes. Maybe G-Sport came to give you a nightmare with bishop b4. Okay, no, not really, no. Alright, so, yeah, I cannot believe I didn't take on c4 here, yeah. I take the pawn, but I could have taken the bishop. I really like the Berlin here. I think this was a good game. I think this was pretty good game, so let's analyze it a little bit, yeah? So knight g6, bishop h2, bishop b4. The computer says knight d4, but I think knight e2 is logical, yeah? Okay, so I think c4 is also logical if I want to play knight d4. Right, so he puts the knight on e6, and now I can play f4 actually, yeah? f4 and then... Yeah, but okay, I don't think f4 is really that great. So knight e6, knight h5, and this position is really strange. Yeah, so I think knight c2 is correct. Knight f5 was very interesting, yeah. Knight f5 was extremely interesting because it blocks the bishop completely, yeah. I mean, knight f5 is probably much stronger because he has to protect the pawn, and then you can play g4, and the knight can also go to e3 from here. But the pawn is the most important thing is the pawn on g7 is now under attack, yeah, so bishop f8. Yeah, so he is probably worse here because I managed, if I can get g4, f3, king g2, or f4, g4, knight e3, f5, and probably white is better. So knight c2 was probably passive, yeah, too passive, g4. So the question is g4 or f4 should have been played, yeah? Yeah, but f4 is unclear. Yeah, he always has f5, so I think g4 is good. But knight e3 is probably not good, yeah? I allowed him... Yeah, but you see how the position evaluation changed, yeah? Incredible, actually. Because if he gets bishop to c6, he gets knight to d4 anyway. So knight e3 was correct. Knight d5, and then c6. And now his bishop cannot go there anymore, so knight e3. Oh, the computer is saying I should have taken and played bishop g3 with idea bishop h4 maybe. And try to go for this opposite color bishop endgame, yeah? Tough tournament, yes, Mr. Dillman. Very tough today, but okay. Yeah, everybody's playing really well, yeah? And I'm pretty sure they're all preparing for this tournament, like for a week in advance, yeah? I mean, that's all they do, they just prepare for this tournament. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so bishop e3. No, I actually restarted the stream without the delay, so now you're actually talking to me live in live instance, without delay, okay? No, but that's why I stopped the stream temporarily, okay? I stopped the stream and now I restarted it to make sure it's not doesn't have delay. So you guys, you can talk to me freely, all right? Okay, so 93, I think 93 was still okay. F5. It's amazing how difficult it is to play for both of us, yeah, this endgame. So take. I think king g2 is okay. Apparently king h1 is stronger, but f3, bishop g5. Oh, I could have played b4 immediately. But okay, I think rook d3 is fine and rook d1, right? Because, yeah, he had to play a5 here to make sure this guy gets consolidated, yeah? And this is equal. Because after this, b2, oh, he has knight e2, b6, okay, take. Yeah, this is better for white, yeah? And rook e7 is a mistake. Because now... Alright, so after rook d2, it's again unclear, yeah? But why I can take it? If check... King f1, knight f3, okay. Rook a7, king g6. Oh, I have rook d6. My god, what is this? Holy crap, guys. This is such a mess. I have no idea who is winning. But apparently he has to play this line. Yeah, knight h2, king e1, knight g4. And then white has this knight g3. With idea of rook e6. So he has to play rook e8. Because if I don't have knight g3, then I don't do anything. And then he is just fine, yeah? He plays rook e8. I take the knight because he is pinned, but he counter attacks rook and knight. Oh my god, this is so computer. This is such a computer line. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I felt like I should not go here. I should not allow this, so I think rook d2 is fine. So he takes. I thought that was a mistake because he opens the f file. Yeah, now he just takes here. I was like, come on. And then I forgot why I give the check on f2. Yeah. Just take this damn piece, man. I mean, it's completely winning because the king d5, you have so many moves, including knight a5, and then you push the bishop. And if he attacks the knight, that's probably what he wanted to play. But then, of course, this is simply an amazing check. This is the winning check also, but it is an amazing check. And the idea is if king d5, rook e5, rook c5, then you take the bishop and take here. But if he takes the rook, you have the intermediate check thanks to this guy, the knight e3. It looks like he's centralized, but then knight d1. Covering the check square, preparing the second knight for g3. This pawn is hanging, and he is just completely lost. Wow. Because the threat is knight f2. And if king here, then bishop f4, and then king g3, knight g3, knight d3, and knight b2, right? Right, okay. I look very fresh. Yes, I have a better camera. They gave me this better camera, which is 1050 resolution. The old camera was 700, pushing 360. So this is definitely a much better camera. But I am blundering so much today. All right, so Naka NVIDIA chess, amazing. He took second and third, and I drew this guy, yeah. I drew this guy, but then I started this terrible loss streak. I had a terrible loss streak today. So actually I started with 2 draws. So I think that was pretty good, yeah. But then I lost with white to this guy and to the girl. And then I lost a party on the endgame. So I lost 3 in a row, and that basically killed my chances. And then I lost the last round game. Okay, so let's take a look at this last round game. Yeah, so at this point I was very, very tired and resigned to my fate. 95, I think 97 is okay. 22. Yeah, I think this is wrong. Yeah, but taking on e4 is probably also wrong, yeah? Because I opened him the d file for no reason. Yeah, just play bishop e3, man. Bishop d6, and if he goes here, then knight f4, yeah. And basically you can play queen c7. Yeah, just hold on to the square and just castle, right? Just play like this. Ah, well, wait, he takes the pawn. Ah. So it's not so simple, but okay, c5 looks good. But idea of d4, and if you tie... Yeah, but this is still not so easy, yeah? But okay, this was definitely bad. Yeah, you don't take this pawn. This is definitely the wrong pawn to take. I'm thinking, maybe check and bishop b4. The idea is to provoke c3. And then return the bishop, because now he cannot castle. Okay? And because of this weakness, I mean, semi-weakness sort of. Yeah, this is, and he cannot, the most important thing, he can't castle here. So that's probably how I should have played. Yeah, so bishop b4. This is a standard idea, actually. I'm not sure why I didn't do it. I wanted to grab to this f4 square. Yes, I saw queen b6. I saw this move. I thought that was my original intention, to stop the bishop from developing because I hit the pawn. Yes, and then he can play h5. Take f4, yeah. 97 and e5. And he has pair of bishops and superior structure, but he still cannot castle here, so this is important. Yeah, if he cannot castle, then black is fine, yeah. Because I played absolutely terribly. I played bishop... oh, knight f6 was a move. Yeah, but at least I should have just castled here. What is your next classical chess event, if you have one? I'm not sure. Probably a league or something. Yeah, and bishop c5 looks good. The idea of knight f4. Yeah, so this is a good position for black in general. Black is certainly fine here. I went completely berserk on h5. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't play knight f4 here. This is crazy. Queen e3 and just castle, yeah. Wait, castling, he keeps taking the pawn. He keeps taking the pawn. Knight e5, very strong. Because knight isn't directly protected. And if I keep the knight on f4, then I think I'm fine. So maybe he has to take. But if he castles, then I have queen b6, yeah. This is at least equal for black. Yeah, but you see the difference? The knight gets to f4, blocks the pawn, the bishop is in the center. So there's a blockade of on the dark squares, and black is just doing pretty well, I would say. Maybe just a6. So he has to stop me from castling or something. And there's knight d5. Tricky. Queen e3. I wanted to castle. Then probably still slightly better for white, yeah. Because his queen on e3 is very strong. But at least I have a bind, yeah. I mean, just something. Yeah, this 95 was terrible. This was a terrible move. I mean, okay, it's okay, but now I played this ridiculous move. Yeah. Yeah, just castle. If he takes, you take with the bishop and you threaten bishop f4 and you got everything you wanted. And if he plays knight d4, then knight b6 with idea knight c4, yeah. And white has to be careful here. Yeah, this was bad. I thought I can castle here, but I completely forgot that I'm losing this pawn. That's just game over. So I went for this. F6. E5. Yeah, knight d5 was probably bad, but okay, I don't think this is already a good position for me. A5. Yeah, this was good. F5. Rook F1. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't have played Rook G8, I agree. And if here, then we can play G5, yeah. But even though, even this position, there's a problem with this position for black. All my pawns are weak. Take. Rook H1. I have to play D3 probably. So trade, Rook G4. Still looks pretty bad. But okay, yes. If you get queen to C6 with the king kind of open, it's not so easy for white to make a choice, yeah. Rook H6, Rook G1, that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, so that is how I should have played, yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's see some of the winners play. So let's see how Naka wins. He beat Nepo and he beat Andreikin in this tournament. I think we saw this game, right? Oh yeah, that was the end game, right? So I can never survive the opening against these guys, so I need to think of the opening for the next tournament, because I'm not surviving this. Yeah, they all get used to my openings. Naka is very smart. He just goes into the end game and he outplays the kids on the end game. Basically outplays everybody on the end game, yeah. Very smart. I probably should do something similar. Yeah, basically he just goes immediately into the end game. Okay. What is this? This looks really weird. Okay. And wow. So white is just better here, yeah? Wait, what's going on? Why not bishop f6 here? I think he just misplayed, I think he blundered with queen f6, right? Queen f6 was just a major blunder. Yeah, he can just leave the bishop, more or less. But he's pawned down. So white is still better. So this position. Queen d5, bishop b2. Oh, he had to play queen f6 first. It was the same thing. Yeah, so actually, wow. So black went into this, looking good, but then he played bishop g4, and he completely misplayed it, yeah. Alright, this is fun. This is actually a fun game. And then he also played Nepo. Alright, how did he beat Nepo? So just maneuver. Alright, black bishop is bad. He gets the pawn. Oh, the queen got into trouble. Alright, wait. What's happening? So rook a7, the evaluation. White is better, yeah? Because this extra pawn is weak, and white has a very clear plan of putting this guy here. and adding pressure on the black's position. So black has to be very careful. So knight d2, queen. Oh, he blunders b5. Not really a blunder, yeah. Had to play b6 actually first. Yeah, I thought the Nepo should just probably start active play here, knight f4, you know, going for the g5 and starting the counter attack. That's more Nepo style. So that's pretty weird because if you play knight c4, you cannot even play knight c4. I mean, white has no plan here because yeah, it's very. But the computer shows like white is better still. Yeah, amazing. Okay, very tricky position. Yeah, b5, queen a5, and black is worse. Black is worse because the pawn on d6 is weak. Now it's equal. Rook e4. Black is doing well. Oh wait, did Naka just flag him? Oh, that could be it, right? So Nepo can make a draw here, but he's playing for a win. He's playing for a win, and he's gonna get flagged. That's probably what happened, yeah. Yeah, this is win for black. Wait. Naka is playing black. Sorry. So okay, my bad. I'm blind. So he was worse, but okay. So wait. So Nepo played brilliant pawn sack, but then later in the end game, Naka just completely outplayed him. Yeah, and he beat him this end game. Yeah. Okay. All right. End games, right? End games. End games. And who did we beat? All right. This former prodigy. Who is this guy? Navarra. Oh, he made it to the top 8. Nice. Fedosiev didn't make it. Aparin. I drew with Aparin, but okay. And Abdusatorov ended up with 3 out of 7. Oh, he lost 3 in a row. Right, so he beat me, then he beat this guy, and then he lost 3 in a row, and he ended up with 3 out of 7. Okay. Well, okay, it's a tough tournament, yeah. Tough tournament. So, who did Vidit beat? He beat Dubov. So this guy is very, very solid. Yeah, he is making draws and he wins and draws. Nice. This is a very grandmaster style. Draw and win, draw and win. Ideal situation. All right, so let's see this game against Dubov. So we see this line. And black wins, yeah. Yeah, I played this with white, I remember, b4. And yeah, but this was tricky line actually. Yeah, I think this was yeah, if you don't play this, you should just play maybe knight e1 and knight d3, and then b5. Or knight d2 to get the knight to c5, yeah. Because after a5, yeah, black immediately switches here, and the reason why it went for this is to try to hit this pawn. But you cannot hit this pawn because bishop takes the square, and pawn takes this square. And if you play knight c3, your king is wide open, and with opposite color bishops, black has a lot of aggressive potential, okay. So that's why he plays this. Okay. a4, a3 the threat. So rook a4, but then rook c8, yeah. And rook on a4 is very bad, so white has to do something, and he is worse, because rook on a4 is very passive. Black holds the c file, and these pieces are doing nothing. So knight e5, but then check, and knight e4 with the idea of knight d2. He's probably trying to do this. Rook d8 was very strong, with the idea of knight f1, rook d1. King f8, king g2. Okay, and oh, he didn't find rook f4. Rook f4 is very hard to find though. A rook f4 is hard to find. Yeah, so why don't you play rook somewhere immediately? Why not? Rook f4 because a4, queen f1, and a3, right? Because queen takes on f1. Okay. So white is in sort of a zugzwang, so he has to play this, and then black just plays this, and he has to find rook f4 again, but black has too many pawns. d7. Wow. All right, flawless performance, yeah. Flawless performance by the Virid guy. Right. Wait, am I still streaming? Yeah, I think I'm streaming, yeah. All right. Okay, so that was the game by this guy. But Dubov actually made it also into the top, yeah, top 8. Dubov made it. He beat Jospom. Yeah. Alright, so my openings, everybody knows them, yeah. I keep getting black against Paragon also. Because every time I forget he plays this line, and then we end up playing this line. Knight c5, but black is better already, yeah. So where was white mistake? Because this looks okay for white. Where was mistake? 97. Well, apparently black is doing good. a4. I think this is a reasonable move. King c2 is also reasonable. King c3, but white is worse, yeah, so bishop b4. Oh. Why? Also the a3, knight b3. Wow, because rook on d7 is unprotected, yeah? Wow, okay. Bishop d2, bishop c5. Knight b3, knight b3, a b3, king b3, rook d1, and the bishop a3, rook a1, yeah? Okay, a3, wow. Alright, so bishop c5, knight. Yeah, bishop d4 was just much better. But okay, rook d1. And he took with the king, because he didn't want to give the file, yeah? And then bishop d4 or something. So bishop d4. And f4, I think f4 was not necessary. But black wants to play g6. F5 because this pawn is doubled, it's weak and easy to dislodge, so that's why he plays f4, trying to get rid of his double pawns. But this allows check and take, and this position looks much better. Yeah, the problem is you cannot play rook d3 because the endgame is bad. bishop to f4 allows some tricks, I guess. Knight d6. h4 had to be played probably. And the idea is if black plays rook h3, then you play this. And you cannot play this because check and knight of8 check, yeah? So you have to play rook g4, but it's still check, and still check because knight on e6 creates the threat of rook h8 mate, yeah? So this is a draw. So that was white's chance. Instead he gave check and tries to bring the knight, but he cannot do it, yeah? And now king h5 and king g4. Yeah. So black just wins. Yeah. Black has way too much time to win this position. Okay. What am I missing? All right. That's it. So this Saturday was again a disaster. Started with 2 draws, but then I lost to Satorov, and I lost to the girl in London system. Again, misplayed it. And then who I played again? Yeah, then I lost also to Paragan in this endgame. So 3 losses in a row really hurt. Yeah. Barely managed to beat Igrok, but at the end it was draw. Although 2 moves before that it was win. Yeah. Tricky rook endgames. With Aparin, was complicated game. I should have won, but then he was winning also, and damn, that was just damn. Yeah, the thing I wanted to check with the Aparin in the very end, okay? In the very end, what was this computer valuation? Because I feel like this position, right? We played knight b7. I thought that was okay for me. So knight b7. Oh, I had to play bishop a3. Because now he is better. Oh, knight g7 check first. My god, I'm missing so many moves, yeah. Yeah, knight g7 check first. Because you win the tempo. Knight gets to f5 with the tempo, yeah. Yeah, because that means the knight goes to f5 and bishop goes to d4. So he plays king e5. You're not scared of this check, right? Because he doesn't have rook b8 because of check. Wow. And rook a6 and check here. Check king d3, d4. Probably just bishop e5. Yeah. All right. So what did I do? I played this. Bishop d6, c5. Knight g3. So this is okay. Oh, of course. The idea is that if he takes, there is knight f4 check. Instant draw, so he has to play something like bishop d2, but then I have check and rook d2, yeah? With a draw. So bishop c1, and then I hit the bishop anyway. And he has to dislodge the bishop. Yeah, because this bishop on this diagonal is extremely strong. After c3, so I found the first line, and rook e8 just draw, yeah? Let's just draw. Yeah, so I was worried that, yeah, I thought he should take this, right? And c2, because this looks winning. c1, king e4. Yeah, that's what I thought. King e4. Because he's threatening rook c3 and then his king comes. So king d4, check. King e3 is a draw, but rook f8 check, yeah. Yeah, that's what my idea was, that if he plays rook a2, then I take on h6. And if he takes, I play rook king f3. That was the idea. Rook e2, king e2, king d3. Oh, he got bishop g7. I only thought bishop d2. Bishop d2, then it's a draw. Oh, but he has bishop g7. Ah, then this is lost. Yeah, okay, so that means I have to play g5. Just g5, push the pawn, yeah. Take, king c4, g6, king d3. Right, take, king f4, and this is the draw. Because my king is hitting his king with the shoulder, man. g7, king d6, king f7, and if check, just go back. Yeah. All right. So that was the idea. Okay. All right, gentlemen. That's it for today. Gonna stop streaming. Let's see. Am I really streaming? I don't see any comments, guys. I don't see any comments. Alright. How many people? There are actually 20 people watching this channel. How many people? There are actually 20 people watching this channel. How many people? There are actually 20. 18. Alright, guys. So that was it for today. So have a good one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the assignment, okay? Good night.